when I watch a lot of arts, again, because they're sport arts, and everyone only allowed to really hit in the front, is they go back and forth or they circle a little bit, but they never try to really get behind the opponent. In a lot of martial art forms, there are crossover steps where people cross, and they get derided a lot. I understand that, because the way people do it's often not so good. And if I was with this guy, and I was in front of him, and I get a crossover step, he's just going to run me down, push me over, it's going to be bad. What I want to do with a crossover step is when I cross, the object is not so much to go this way, but to go behind him. So I'm going to go a little off topic just for a second, just to give you an idea, because it relates. So if you watch basketball, there's something they call a crossover step, where the guy dribbles the ball, crosses over, and tries to go around him to get to the basket. What a lot of people do with a crossover step is they step incorrectly. So if I have the ball and I step to the side like this, that allows him to step to the side and block me again. And if I cross this way, it'll block me again. Really high level guys teach crossover steps like this. They cross over the ball and they step with this foot like this. Because now when he tries to get around me, he can't. I'm kind of in his way, and that allows me to slip by him. It's the same thing in martial arts. When you watch a crossover step, the object is to go behind him. If he comes at him with a punch, I step this way. You see what happens? I cross my feet, but I crossed in such a way that allows me to get behind him. And I also crossed in a way that makes it hard for him to just shuffle back in front of me, because I'm trying to get to his back. This step is dependent on how deep he comes. If he picks up like this, and I'm coming at him very reserved, and my stuff is very short, it is very hard to make a deep step around someone like that. When they come at you short like that, you need to make very small steps, usually just a little to the side. But if he comes very deep, and I can step, that's where I get behind him. So this step isn't applicable in all situations, it's not. But it does apply to someone who's stepping deep, who's coming linear, and it allows you to get behind them. Now, the other thing that this step allows you to do, energy goes where you step. So if I step this way and hit him, there's nothing on it. If I step to the side and go like that, nothing's on it. But if I throw my mass at him and step, there's power on that shot. Well, sometimes you're in weird angles that don't allow you to do that. And that's where the step comes in. So if you watch, if I take my center of mass and I step through him, that's where my energy is going. So if I hit him like that, it's, and you get those crossovers, boom, you hit him like that, you can get a lot of energy on that thing. Now, I'm going to preface this. This is not something you try to do. I'm not saying you go up with someone and go, okay, I'm going to crossover step and hit them, because it doesn't work. This happens just when you end up in that spot where that guy stepped in and you happen to be to the side and you made an oh crap to get out of the way and you had nothing else and you just throw it because it's there. A lot of punches in martial arts are emergency techniques. They're not things you start with. You obviously want to hit them with things that are more easy to do. Why would you not? But you got to understand that that energy goes this way. And what's nice about this is when you do something like this, it allows you to get inside and underneath, and it allows you to get to his side, which is what you want. Remember, you don't need to be a tough guy. We're not here to duke it out. You are here to get around that guy and not get hit from the front. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please watch the next two. I think you'll find them very helpful.